My name is Sister Louise Bernstein. I'm on campus here. I live in residence at Building 22. I grew up in this area, and I went to St. Vincent's Parochial School, which used to be on Adams and Flower. And then I went to St. Mary's Academy here in Los Angeles. Then I went to the Mount, and I graduated from the Mount and then entered the Sisters of St. Joseph. Oh, my childhood was very interesting because my father traveled a lot, and so I lived with my aunt and my cousin, and I have a younger sister, and so when she was old enough to go to school, she came to St. Vincent's also. And we used to cross town on the W car when we used to have streetcars. And then when I graduated from St. Vincent's, then she went to St. Paul's Grammar School over on Crenshaw. And then I went to St. Mary's Academy. I graduated from the Mount, and then I went into the Sisters of St. Joseph. And I'd had them for teachers since the first grade, so it was pretty obvious that that's where I would go, and I felt God's call. I felt called to parish ministry with the Latino community. And so I started that out in Torrance at Nativity Parish, and then moved into other heavily Latino parishes.
What did you teach here at the Mount?
I taught Spanish.
When did you realize you had a calling?
Oh dear, that goes back to high school. I thought about it, I think, like a junior year, and said, oh no, this is not for me. But I went to an all-girls school, and the sisters were very kind, and they were fun. And so they were attractive. They were an attractive bunch. But I didn't think about that too much. In my senior year, I thought a little more seriously about it. And an interesting thing, I wanted to enter right out of high school, but my father, being a good Mexican, said no. He didn't want me to enter. He wanted me to live a little more of life. So he said, when you're 21, you can do what you want. But until then, you do not enter the convent. So that's why I came to the Mount.
Why did you specifically choose to become a sister of St. Joseph?
Well, I think because I knew them so well, ever since first grade, all the way through elementary school, high school, college. And I got to make friends with some of them, and I liked what I saw. When I came to live here, I wanted to be involved somewhere in the Mount. And I think, I know how it happened. One of our sisters, she asked me if I would do it, because she'd been doing it for some time, and she said, I need somebody to take my place. Will you do it? I said, sure. What does it entail? Well, she told me, there's meetings and there's projects, and I said, I think I can do that. And so I became a member of the alumni board.
How do you remember Mount St. Mary's during the time of the late 40s, early 50s?
Well, it's very different, as you probably can guess. There was no Doheny campus. We wore uniforms. You just have to look at the yearbooks and you can see the progression. But we wore uniforms, and we had these large blue buses that used to pick us up in different parts of town. And those of us who didn't have a car, you took this big blue bus that made its way through town and then up to the hill. So you went to school that way and you came home that way. Of course, there were many sisters on the faculty, many sisters. I like sports a lot, and so we had, for a couple of years, we had a PE major. And so I wasn't a PE major, but I got to play with those women who were studying. So we had a lot of fun with that. We had a baseball team, we had a basketball team, we had a volleyball team, and it was fun. And we played other schools. And I was a day student. We used to call them day hops. And then the resident students, or the boarders, were those that lived on campus.
What's your favorite part about being part of the Mount?
Now at this time? Well, I think First of all, living on this campus is I think, a real treat. I mean, the beauty of it is, well, almost overwhelming, and it's I enjoy that a lot, although I don't make use of it as much as I would like to. I like being a sister of St. Joseph, and because the sisters started it, I feel that I can contribute at least presence, if nothing else. I don't teach, and I don't have a position, but I'm present here on the campus, and I don't know if the students know who we are or know what we are, but we do, I do. And so it's kind of like a granddaughter, you know, that you want to keep an eye on, that you want to make sure that she does well, and that things keep developing. And it's just amazing the things that go on here and at Shalom.